We open on our King's Landing search party to find the cunts who killed the king's son. Young King Aegon is beside himself and takes his anger out by demolishing his modelling set. Aemond takes a more tactical approach and begins his own investigation into the matter. Otto throws sensitivity out the window and is like, yeah, this is tragic and all, but let's use this to our advantage and blame Rhaenyra for it. We could hold a public funeral and everything to garner public support from the masses. The idea isn't popular, but they go along with it anyway because nobody has a better one. Meanwhile, at Dragonstone, Rhaenyra is outraged by the false accusation. She grills her men to see if they had anything to do with it, and unfortunately for him, Daemon's poker face just isn't good enough for his wife/niece. She's like, why in blazes did you have a baby assassinated? Now everybody's going to think I'm a bloody child murderer. Daemon tries to explain that it's all just a big misunderstanding, but Rhaenyra isn't buying it. They also argue about the late King Viserys' choices, and she's about to kick him out of the castle, but Daemon is like, you can't kick me out if I kick myself out first, and does a bloody walkout. Alicent is worried that Cole might have blabbed about the two of them having a root while the prince's life was being rooted. Cole is like, why would I do that? While wondering if they could continue last night's session in her bathtub. Alicent shuts the door on him before he has a chance to ask. A now cranky Cole decides to take his temper out on Eric the Knight, who's just trying to have a feed. He's like, go to Dragonstone and kill Rhaenyra for me. Eric is like, how the hell do you expect me to do that? I don't know, pretend to be your twin or something to get through the gates. Eric tries to argue about the unreasonable nature of this request, but is outranked and guilt-tripped into going anyway. The scene ends with Cole looking smug about the death sentence he gave and as punchable as ever. Jace and Baelor have a conversation about their complicated family history and how it was like for Jace to live with two dads. It's a fairly wholesome scene overall, and I'd reckon they'd make a cute couple if they don't end up dying. Aemond is having his therapy session at the brothel. He talks about how he regrets accidentally killing Luke and respects Daemon for trying to have him assassinated. The prosy MILF is like, that's great, now can we get down to business so I can get paid? Aemond ignores her advances and continues using her as a therapist/lap pillow. Rhaenyra interrogates Mysaria about giving Daemon information that led to her nephew's death. Mysaria admits to giving the info without knowing Daemon's plan, and Rhaenyra, being the toppest of queens, sets her free. Otto grills Aegon for hanging anyone who shared the same job title as one of the assassins. And Aegon, sick of being ordered by Grumpy Grandad all the time, sacks him as Hand of the King. He gives the title to Cole instead, who looks as though he got promoted for a job he didn't apply for. Eric the Knight is on his suicidal mission to infiltrate Dragonstone. He does pretty well for himself, but unfortunately gets found out by his twin when he enters Rhaenyra's room. The two brothers exchange heavy blows, and in true Westerosi fashion, the episode ends with one of them getting stabbed and the other committing suicide. Shit. Also, Cole gets into Alicent's undies again because of his new promotion, but yeah, no, the less said about Cole, the better. Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if #CancelCole becomes trending at this rate.